I'm Julia Maynard.
And I'm Amanda Williams.
And we will be reading a portion of The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe.
True. Nervous, very, very dreadfully nervous I had been and am, but why will you say that I am mad? The disease had sharpened my senses. Above all was the sense of hearing. I heard everything in heaven and earth. I heard many things in hell. How then am I mad? Observe how healthily, how calmly I can tell you the whole story.
It is impossible to say how first the idea entered my brain, but once conceived, it haunted me, day and night. I loved the old man. He had never wronged me. I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. He had the eye of a vulture, a pale blue eye. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. And so by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man and thus rid myself of the eye forever.
It was open, wide, wide open. I saw it with a perfect distinctness, all a dull blue with a hideous veil over it that chilled the very marrow in my bones. But I could see nothing else of the old man, for I had directed the ray precisely upon the spot.
And have I not told you that what you mistake for madness is but over-acuteness of the sense? Now, I say there came to my ears a low, dull, quick sound,
Such as a watch makes when enveloped in cotton.
I knew that sound well, too. It was the beating of the old man's heart.
The old man's terror must have been extreme. It grew louder, louder every moment. And now at the dead hour of night, so strange a noise as this excited me to uncontrollable terror. The beating grew louder. The old man's hour had come.
With a loud yell, I threw open the lantern and leaped into the room. He shrieked once. In an instant, I dragged him to the floor and pulled the heavy bed over him. I then smiled to find the deed so far done. But the heart beat on, with a muffled sound. This, however, did not vex me. It would not be heard through the wall. At length, it ceased. The old man was dead. I examined the corpse. Yes, he was stone dead.
If you still think me mad, you'll think so no longer when I describe the wise precautions I took for the concealment of the body. I worked hastily. First of all, I dismembered the corpse.
I then took up 3 planks from the flooring of the chamber and deposited all. I replaced the boards so cunningly that no human eye, not even his, could have detected anything wrong. There was nothing to wash out. I had been too wary for that.
When I had made an end of these labors, it was 4 o'clock. As the bell sounded the hour, there came a knocking at the street door. I went down to open it with a light heart, for what had I now to fear? There entered 3 men who introduced themselves as officers of the police. A shriek had been heard by a neighbor during the night.
I smiled, for what had I to fear? The shriek was my own, in a dream. The old man was absent in the country. I took my visitors all over the house. I bade them search. At length I led them to his chamber. I brought chairs into the room and desired them here to rest, while I myself placed my own seat upon the very spot beneath which reposed the corpse of the victim.
The officers were satisfied. I was at ease. But ere long, I felt myself getting pale and wished them gone. My head ached and I fancied a ringing in my ears until, at length, I found that the noise was not within my ears.
It was a low, dull, quick sound,
Such as a watch makes when enveloped in cotton. It grew louder, louder, louder! Still the men smiled and chatted pleasantly. Was it possible they heard not? They heard, they suspected, they knew! They were making a mockery of my heart. Anything was better than this agony. I felt that I must scream or die, and now louder, 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 louder! Violence! I admit the deed! Tear up the planks here! Here! It is the beating of his hideous heart! Thank you.